remember the day I first met SCP-123. I was just a lowly D-class, still reeling from the fact that I was even here. I was told I had to play with it, keep it entertained. I thought, great, just what I need, another thing to babysit. When they opened the door to its pen, I was greeted with this big, amorphous blob of orange slime. My first thought was, what in the world is that? But the moment it saw me, it came bouncing over like a golden retriever. I mean, this thing was pure joy. It curled around my legs, giving me a big, gelatinous hug, and I couldn't help but laugh. It felt like nothing I had ever experienced before. The surface was warm and soft, and it smelled like freshly baked cookies. I couldn't believe I was smiling, but there I was, grinning like an idiot. "Hey there, big guy," I said, trying to sound calm. It responded with these high-pitched gurgles, like it was trying to talk back. I just kept petting it, and it nuzzled against me like a playful puppy. I'd heard the stories about how SCP-123 could make people feel euphoric. I had my doubts, though. I was in a pretty dark place at the time, drowning in my own thoughts. But as I played with it, I noticed something shifting inside me. The weight of my worries started to lift, even if just a little. Then came the tickle wrestling. Oh boy. One moment I was laughing, and the next I was completely enveloped in this gooey mass. It was like being wrapped in a warm blanket of happiness. It tickled me relentlessly, and I was gasping for breath between fits of laughter. I begged it to stop, but it just kept going, as if it understood that I needed this moment of pure joy. After what felt like an eternity of laughter, I finally managed to get out, and I was panting. But I felt lighter. I never thought a creature like this could have such a profound effect on someone like me. I remembered the first time I saw SCP-123 interact with someone who was really down. The way it practically danced around them, trying to cheer them up. I watched as that person's frown turned into a smile, and it was like witnessing magic. I knew I was supposed to be just a test subject, but I found myself looking forward to seeing SCP-123 every day. It didn't matter how many awful things I had done or how many mistakes I had made. With it, I felt like I could be happy again, if only for a brief moment. Even when the higher-ups talked about using its slime for antidepressants, I couldn't help but feel a little possessive. I didn't want it to change. I wanted it to stay pure, to keep spreading joy in its own little way. Sometimes I'd catch myself just staring at it, marveling at its childlike wonder. It would be bouncing off the walls, literally, and I'd think about how it had the power to bring people back from the brink of despair. But then I remembered. I was just a D-class, a pawn in their game. I had no say in its fate, and while I enjoyed every moment I spent with SCP-123, I couldn't shake the feeling that one day it might all be taken away. Maybe that's why I cherished those moments so much. In a world filled with darkness, SCP-123 was a light, a reminder that joy still existed, even if it was just for a fleeting moment.